I left the whole area and I went to WA, for example, where the preparatory school was. I was more into Catholicism and going to church every day. Of course, we are with the FIC brothers, so you have no choice.
Yes.
And then when I went to Nandom Sec, it was the same thing. In fact, I was an altar boy. So I followed things like that.
So you started with the FIC brothers.
Yes.
And now you are an FMS brother.
FMS, yes.
Yes. Where did the switch come and why?
The switch came, actually, I was to enter the FIC.
It's FIC, yeah.
FIC. But since, as I said, I'm a firstborn of my parents.
Yes.
And in my culture, the firstborn are supposed to take over from your parents. So ordinarily, I should have been at home, get married, and become the head of the house.
Yes.
Probably I would have inherited the community. So my parents intervened because they didn't want me to go. As a firstborn, no, you are not supposed to do these things. So I couldn't enter the postulancy of the FIC. So I missed the chance. But I didn't give up because there was a strong desire to do that. So I came down to Kumasi, where one of my uncles also was. In Kodia, he was living there. So I visited him. And he looked at me and told me, "No, you don't look fine. What is happening?" So I told him that I wanted to do this, and my father said I shouldn't. So then, after 3 days, I left. I went back home. As God would have it, my father visited him also. So my uncle told him, "This boy, we wanted to do this thing, and you said you don't. Do you know what God has for him?" So he came home, my father. He came home now, and he said, "What did you go to tell your uncle?" I said, "I didn't tell him anything." He said, "No, tell me, you told him something." So I told him, I told him about
where you were.
You didn't allow me to do what I wanted to do. He said, is that so? Okay, you can go.
You can go, that's all.
Yes. So I told him, "You said I can go. What about my mother? My mother would not accept." So he said, "No, leave your mother for me. I'll do it." And he was the one who went to convince my mother to accept. And now they said I should go. But at that time, I didn't want to lose any chance.
So once the system was given.
So I looked for the Catholic directory. I looked for the names of other congregations. I still wrote to FIC. But I wrote others, including Marist. And at that time, I was in WA. Because I couldn't go, I decided to work. Just to be close to the FIC, so that when the chance is there, I will go. So I was working in WA. And then I wrote to 4 congregations. The FIC, the Marist, the Presentation Brothers, the SVD. Because I was looking for anybody that calls me, I go.
Then you go.
Unfortunately for me, all the 4 replied. So I was confused.
Now, which one to choose?
So I put the letters on the table and I played this kind of game, no? God, which one do you want me to go? God, which one do you do? I mix it and I played again. And then I picked. It was Marist. I said, "But Marist, I don't know them." I put back. And then I turned the thing again. I played the game again. I picked another one. Marist.
Again.
The 3rd time, Marist. Then I called my friend who was an FIC brother. And I told him, "This is the experience I'm having." He said, "No, you go to Marist. God is calling you to Marist." That's how I ended up in Marist. And my vocation director then, he came, talked to me and visited my home, and then I left for the postlands.
So for any young man who is watching, any young lady who is watching, you see how somebody has to decide which of the congregations to join. It may seem, interesting and childish, funny, but please, God works in all these ways. All these ways He speaks. God has decided that this is where you should go. He started with the FIC brothers, but ended up with the Marist brothers. because this was the choice or what he picked out of the letters that came, even though he knew nothing about the Marist brothers. My question is, I mean, there were priests also at the time. Priests used to come to your house. Okay.
Yeah.
What was the motivation to be a brother? You could have chosen to be a priest.
Yeah.
Okay. But you chose to be a brother.
Yeah.
Why a brother and not a priest?
When I wrote for the SVD, the choice was to be a priest.
Okay.
But when my cousin brother, who was elder, kept on telling me that you said you wanted to become a brother. You have been with the brothers. The brothers have gone to your home. The brothers have done that. The brothers have taken you. Even when I went to the training college, the brothers used to come there. Even at that time, their superior general, when I completed, he was the one who came to Tamale to bring me home.
Wow.
So he says, oh, all these things, you should go to the brotherhood.
Wow.
So the voice of my elder brother. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But aside that, was there anything specifically about the brothers? What did the brothers also do that caught your attention?
The simplicity of their life.
Okay.
Their care for people. And of course, the care they had for me. Imagine a whole superior general coming to Tamale from Wa to come and pick me.
Wow.
And may his soul rest in peace, Brother Ketlas, the late Brother Ketlas, Albert Ketlas, who happened to also to be my former headmaster. Yeah. So a simple lifestyle, the way of carrying themselves, and of course, not owning things.
Not owning things.
Yes,
yeah.
Poverty. I
not
saw
owning
that,
things, yeah.
Yeah, everything they had in St. Louis there belonged to everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah.
They shared everything they had.
Yes.
So you can't say this is my car, this is my this is my dad. It's for everybody.
Yeah, it's for everybody.
Okay.
So that kind of also attracted me.
Okay. So let's look at the Marist brothers. A lot of people don't know about the Marist brothers. Who are the Marist brothers?
Yeah. The Marist brothers is a congregation of consecrated men.
Okay.
Who were founded in France, in Lyon.
Okay.
And the name of the founder is Saint Marcelin Champagne. He became a saint in 1999, April. He founded a congregation in France at the time of the French Revolution, when everything was destroyed. The revolution destroyed education, destroyed everything. And when he was ordained, he saw the misery and the young people who are moving about with no education, no faith. Our story is that when he visited a child called Jean Montaigne Baptiste, the child was dying. And when he tried to ask him questions about God, he had no idea, no education. So he felt touched and decided to found the brothers, to establish the brothers to take care of such people. So number one, we are consecrated people. And for us Marist brothers, our life, we are called to educate and to evangelize young people through schools. So we work basically in schools, then in parishes also we help there, but mostly in schools. That's why actually when we were founded, our name was Little Brothers of Mary.
Little Brothers of Mary.
Of Mary.
Okay.
Champagne gave us the name Mary because he wanted us to imitate her virtues.
Okay.
So
Mary.
she gave us the name Little Brothers of Mary. But when he went to register the congregation in Rome, and they saw the work that we were doing in schools, Vatican decided to change the name from Little Brothers of Mary to Marist Brothers of the Schools. So basically we are in schools. In Ghana, for example, we have 3 schools. One is in Accra here in Asalaja.
Okay.
There's one in Kumasi Bokrom.
Yeah.
And there's one in Obuasi Diocese, but very close to Kumasi, which is in a town called Sabina Krofrom.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you mean the Marist brothers are into education and into school?
Yes. So we evangelize through education.
Okay.
We are founded for schools.
How will you handle any young man or young man who will be playing the truant and want to go to school like you did many years ago?
It's good that you asked this question because I've experienced one.
Oh, I see.
I'm the one who started the school in Bokrom in Kumasi.
Okay.
And then a parent came with a boy, a small boy, and he told me that he had sent the child to about 4 schools. And because of his behavior, they couldn't contain him. So he was bringing him to a Catholic school for us to
contain him.
So I took the boy, because reflecting on my past, I took the boy. But a week after that, I saw that the naughtiness of this boy was more than mine when I was 6 age. But I caned him for 2 days. The cane was not helping. So what I did was to befriend him.
Okay.
I gave him toffees, and I gave him an assignment. I said, when you go out, you are the prefect of bullying in this school. So when you go out and see somebody bullying another child, come and tell me. The child himself will go and bully, will go and kick somebody and come, brother, I've kicked somebody.
Wow.
So is that so? Okay, next time, don't do it. You know, here is a good school and things like that. It's a Catholic school, don't do that. To cut the long story short, that's how I did. And I kept some toffees in my office. So anytime I encourage him like that, I'll give him a toffee. And you won't believe it. After 2 weeks, the father came to the school and asked me, brother, what did you do to my son? I said, what happened? I thought I had done something. He said, the child is changed. He's no longer the way he used to be. And he became my friend until I left the place.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So befriend the person, journey with the person, and the grace of God will do the rest.
So could it be this how God was, working you? At the time with what you went through, perhaps it could be for this one young boy, or even for the many who came your way and found themselves in that situation.
Yeah. Perhaps. Yeah.
Wow.
By the way, maybe that's why God directed him to be Marist.
Yes.
I love children. To the extent that when I finished college, I was teaching. And the way the children used to be around me, people said, but look at how children love you. Go and marry and get children. You know? So, but I left and joined. So it was the same thing in Bokrom. The children used to come around, they used to love me and all that. You know, I love children. But not the grown-up, the very small ones. Yeah.
Great. So if you are still watching us, this is my faith story, where we are listening to the faith story of Brother Cyprian FMS, the Provincial Superior of the Marist brothers, who is here with us. And this is so beautiful. For me, it is how God works among us today. I don't know if there are some messages that are coming in. I hope we have some messages. Okay, so on our YouTube platform, okay, so we see if we have some messages that we can read. Okay, so for now, I don't think we have messages. So you can send in your messages and then your questions, and brother will be here to help us understand and clarify that. Brother, so you have been a brother for how many years now?
Since 97, close almost 30 years.
30 years as a brother. 30 years.
Yes, almost.
Recounting your work as a brother, what will you see as the hand of God in your vocation as a brother?
I don't know whether it's a story or answering your...
Yes,
when I was a novice,
okay,
that is when my younger brother died.
As a novice?
Yes, I was in second year novitiate when my younger brother died through an accident. My younger brother, because of the complications of the house, my fathers, they didn't want to. So when I joined the religious life, I asked this younger brother of mine to replace me as the head of the family in my place. No? Unfortunately, he died through an accident. In fact, he had come to visit me 1 week before. And when he went back, he was staying at Techima. He had an accident and died. And when he died, I was convinced that God didn't want me to become a religious.
Okay.
Why did I make this arrangement with my younger brother to stay in the house and take care of the house? And now he's gone. So maybe God was telling me, go back home.
And go back, yeah.
And in fact, as I said, I was convinced. So I packed my things. Even the novice master couldn't convince me. I packed my things and I was about to go home. Then I went to tell a friend outside the novitiate vicinity. I went to tell my friend that I was going back home because I think God wants me to be at home. And then the friend told me, no, it's not God who doesn't want you to be a brother. Go back and persevere. Because every evening in the house, I was always crying. And at night, even the novice master could hear me from his room. So the person that my friend told me, you go, take a photo of your brother, go to the chapel, or even in the room, you can make an altar. Make a prayer and release your brother to go to heaven. When you do that, when your brother goes, you'll find peace and you will stay. Father, you will not believe it. I did that. The night I did that, I slept like a baby. The following day, there was nothing. The following day, the third day, the novice master came and told me, when are you going? I have to give you money for transport. So I said, no, I will no longer go. So I will no longer go. I will stay. So it was after that, through accompaniment, I told him what I had experienced. So I thought it was the hand of God in this. Otherwise, I would have gone, of course. Then, there are many. Then, when I was leaving Bokrom, I was to teach. I was to teach in another Catholic school, Matters of Uganda in Kumasi. In fact, I was to be the head teacher there. But when I was appointed, I think the authorities wanted my salary to come before I really start the work.
Either way.
Because they didn't want me to start because they don't have the money itself. So while I was there, I waited for like 6 months.
Okay.
There was nothing. So I kept on praying every day. God help me. Open the doors for me. Look for the way for me. But there was no door. The door that came was for my superior then to tell me, go to school. So as a young, because I would have stayed for some time before going to school, but at that moment, when I couldn't have the job, he didn't know what to do, he didn't know what to give me. In the middle of the year, he couldn't assign me, so he said, go to school. Then I went to South Africa for study, to do my master's.
Okay. You did master's
in educational administration and planning.
Okay. Okay.
So after that, I came back. As I was finishing, they put me in the novitiate. I said, what am I going to do with the planning and education in the novitiate? So I went to England for a 3-month program in St. Anselm. Wow. Then I worked in the novitiate. 10 months after that, go to Nairobi.
Wow.
So I was in Nairobi. Even in Nairobi, when I went, the program they gave me to teach, I said, what is this? I told my superior, please, I'm coming back home because I'm not fulfilled here. So the superior said, come home. If they don't have work, I have work here for you. Then a friend again told me, no, don't. You go to do, if you think you have enough time, go and do a program. The Catholic University is just close by. Go and do another program. And then he tells me, don't do any program that is below what you already have.
Yeah.
Do something higher. That's when I had the opportunity also to do a doctorate.
A doctorate.
In the Catholic University.
Okay.
In educational administration.
Okay.
And management.
Wow.
You know. So I see.
I should have added doctor to your brother doctor.
No.
It's something you have earned, a brother doctor. Yeah.
So that is how God has, because before I went to Nairobi,
yes,
10 months in the novitiate, I felt I was now getting rooted and you are removing me.
Yes.
So the former superior then told me, my friend, do you know what God has in stock for you?
Mm.
And when I heard this, I mellowed down. And then I went. And I felt all these progressions, all these things, I think is the hand of God working.
Yes.
Because after that, when I was working in Nairobi, I even rose up. I became a deputy principal and I became a principal of the college, University College there. In fact, from the University College that I came down to become the
provincial superior.
So God works like that.
Working,
the only thing is that I think in all these things, what kept on me going is that I kept listening.
Yes.
I kept listening. Listening to God and listening to what my other people say.
Yeah. So keep listening to that voice that speaks to you. And that gentle voice of God keeps speaking every day and every time. Every day and every time is speaking to you now. Now that we are even watching this, I'm sure this message is speaking to somebody, a young man confused about what decisions to make about his life. God is speaking to you through this encounter. A young fellow somewhere, somebody want to make a decision about his life, or you are confused as a married man, and says, listen to that voice of God that speaks to you. And God continues to speak every day. So you are watching us, My Faith Story, and we are coming live from the Holy Spirit Cathedral. I have said that we are having power fluctuation or unstable electrical powers here in our part of the world. And that is why we have moved out of the studio and now we are at the cathedral and the power keeps coming on and off. So if you miss us on one channel, please join us on another, or go back to the Depsocom Accra platform. You can rejoin another link so that you keep watching us. Share the link to some friends who also want to watch, but because of the switch off or the change of power. We have some few messages that I want to ask Father. We have one of our young men in Rome called Albert Che. Albert Che says, so please, where was his parish priest? Does it mean he had nobody to coach him and accompany him in a discernment in making a choice? Albert, I'm not sure. I don't know whether brother understands. Yeah. But the question is, so please, where was his parish priest? Yeah. Does it mean he had nobody to coach him and accompany him in his discernment in making a choice? Yeah.
There was a parish priest.
Okay.
But the parish priest was like about 20 miles. I don't know the conversion between miles and kilometers.
Yeah.
Those days we were using miles. 20 miles away from my village.
Wow.
So it was difficult. As I said,
and there was no car.
No, we went on foot.
Yes.
Yeah. Even when my mother went for preparation for, marriage counseling, he went on foot for these 20 kilometers. Or no, miles. Yeah. So it was far. And as I said, the priest came to our outstation only once in a while.
Okay.
Maybe in 3 months he will come once.
Okay. So I understand that the 20 miles will be about 32 kilometers.
So
I have to walk 32 kilometers.
Yes.
That's
we did.
On foot.
Yes. So when I went for confirmation, for example,
you have to go.
We went on foot and we walked there. So
32 kilometers in and out.
Yes. We walked.
These days,
those days walking was okay.
Yeah, but these days, even if you walk 5 kilometers, that is a journey.
My siblings there, they don't walk. They're using bicycles and motorbikes, so they cannot walk, even for 1 kilometer.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Albert, I'm sure you get it. So the distance was the problem. So getting a parish priest every day to talk about discernment was a bit an issue. Again, Albert is asking, interesting story. Most often as priests and religious, we have the notion that we are indispensable. Without us, our family wouldn't feed and the parish wouldn't go on with us or without us? I'm sure you understand. It's a question I was going to ask relating to this. That okay, now you have become a brother, you know. So what happened to your parents? Who takes care of your parents as a firstborn? Who takes care of your parents? And now I'm sure your siblings also have children, and sometimes they are looking up to uncle. In what ways do you support the family or your parents when they were alive?
Prayers.
Your prayers. No, your mother is still alive.
Yes.
Your mother is still alive.
Yeah.
Yes. And now she's old.
So,
you are the firstborn.
Yes. It's a big challenge.
Yes.
But my father was very clear the time he accepted me to join the religious life.
Okay.
In fact, when my younger brother died, he told the people not to inform me because to use his words, he has donated me to the church.
Wonderful.
He has donated me to the church. So they should not expect me to be doing things in the house.
Okay.
That's what he said.
So your father had that understanding?
Yes, from the very beginning. Okay. So personally, when I go, of course, when I go home, I have some allowances. I go home. I don't go home to just stay in the house. I give some money for feeding and things like that.
Okay.
But
the little allowance you
yes,
get.
They don't totally depend on me.
Okay.
Yeah, because they have that understanding.
Okay.
My siblings, okay, they have their families.
But if I may ask, and how do you feel how do you feel that your parents perhaps may need help or support and you may not be able to give that kind of support the way you would have done it if you were not a brother?
It's possible that if I were not a brother, probably I would not even be able to help them.
Yes,
because
that is
like my brother is there.
Yes, but may not have a job. Yes,
he doesn't have a job. He's just a farmer.
Yeah.
He doesn't get enough from the farm. So feeding, even sending something to the mom is a challenge.
I get it.
I know sometimes he even asks me for something.
Okay.
So I'm saying it's also possible, and my father was convinced about that. If he did not allow me to do what I wanted to do, according to him, if I get married and my wife dies, or even if we are together and we don't have children, of what use is it? Or if I'm at home and I'm not, I become let me use the word, useless man in the village, it's of no use.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm saying that with all that understanding, they don't disturb me too much.
Okay.
But I share with them the little I have.
The little you have.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I go home with my allowance, I share with them.
Okay. Yeah. So there's one young man by name Songs. It says, Brother Cyprian is a man of deep, and I'm sure deep. I'm sure he says he's a man who is very deep. In fact, he exemplifies our founder. His administration has been country or which community you belong to. That makes it easy for a brother to identify exactly who is, or maybe give us your name, your full name there. But he said you exemplify the founder, Sampanya.
Maybe that's his observation. I'm just a simple brother.
Very soon you become a saint too. Saint Cyprian of Ghana. Or...
At least there will be 2 saints from Africa.
2 saints from Africa, okay.
Cottage.
So much impressed about, making a choice, you know.
Yeah, that's why now I'm convinced that God wants me to be a Marist. And I'm in Marist, and I'm happy I'm a Marist. And I work. Have you
ever desired to be a priest? No, I mean now that you're a brother, after you're working.
No, maybe the question would have been,
okay,
why not the priesthood?
Why not the priesthood?
I've come to realize that God calls us, or Christ calls us all to be His disciples, and in being a disciple, in following Christ, we all have different ways to go.
Okay.
He invites us to do different things.
Okay.
For example, the priests, they present Christ in the sacramental life. The brothers also present Christ and through their charism.
The charism. Okay.
In our case, through education.
Education, yeah.
So where your heart desires is where you go.
There you go to.
And so when I meet young people, for example, we look at the heart. Where do you want to go? Where is God calling you? Where do you think God is calling you, first of all? And then you go there. So my own has been always with the brothers.
Okay.
The only time that I thought about priesthood was in the beginning.
Okay.
I said when I applied to the SVD, in the mind it was to become
a priest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I knew the SVDs, they were priests. But when I was going to the FIC brother, I knew they were brothers. So I'll go. But when I couldn't go there, the next play would have been the SVD.
Okay.
Until the drama of the Marist came in.
It came in, yeah. Wow. So if a young man is watching okay, before that, maybe I want to ask, does the brothers also have a sisters?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, the Marist group, there are 4 branches.
4 branches of the Marist group.
Yes. When at the beginning, the founder and his colleagues, priests, they wanted to found a society of Jesus that will include priests, brothers, and sisters, and even lay people.
Okay.
But when this proposal was sent to Rome, Vatican thought that it was too ambitious. So they said no. But our founder kept on insisting on a brother. So they said, okay, you found the brothers. But all in all, I want to say that there are Marist fathers, which is autonomous, Marist brothers, which is autonomous, Marist sisters, autonomous, and Marist missionary sisters.
Wow.
We also have, I don't know what to say, daughters. There is a Marist brother in Nigeria who also founded
Marist daughters.
Marist daughters of
and
Jesus.
They are religious sisters? Or?
Yes, they are religious sisters. In fact, they have even started going on mission.
Wow.
Marist daughters of Jesus, the Good Shepherd.
Oh, okay.
They are also in Nigeria, but they were founded by a Marist brother in Nigeria.
Okay.
So those 4 branches are the main.
Okay.
And we are very close. In places where the 4 are together, in the Philippines, for example, they meet very often.
Okay.
At the general administration level, they also meet every 4 years. Okay. Like this year, we have during the World Youth Day in, I think it's in Korea.
Yes. No, next year.
Yeah, next year. The 4 groups will go there.
Okay.
With the young people. All go there. So there are 4 branches of Marist.
Okay.
The Marist brothers is only one of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I want to join the Marist brothers, or a young man want to join them, where does he start from? Who does he see?
Because our province is the province of West Africa. We have vocation directors in each of the countries.
Okay.
As you mentioned, we are in Ghana, we are in Cote d'Ivoire, we are in Liberia, we are in Cameroon, and we are in Chad.
Okay.
That is our province. We used to be Equatorial Guinea, but we closed down that mission.
Okay.
So at the moment we are in these 5 countries, and there are vocation directors in all these countries. So the first contact is the vocation director. But if you chance any Marist brother, you can always ask, and then they will direct you to the vocation director, who will now start the process with you. Okay. You aspire. And then in the period of aspirancy, then if you feel like joining, then with the vocation director, they will recommend you to the provincial. The provincial will accept, and then we admit you to the postulancy. Our postulants, aspirancy, there's no age, year limit. You can go for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years.
Okay.
When you are ready, you join. But the postulancy is for 2 years.
2 years, okay.
And when you finish the postulancy and you feel you want to continue, and the formators feel they want you to continue, then we recommend you to start the novitiate.
Okay.
The postulancy is in Cameroon, but because of the political crisis, socio-political crisis in Cameroon, we have brought it to Ghana. Okay. For the past 8 years, it has been in Ghana in Bekwai, a town called Ehureng. So you do 2 years there. Then after the 2 years, we recommend you to the novitiate. The novitiate is in Ghana. It's in Sabina Krofrom.
The postulants and the novitiate all in Ghana.
Yes, at the moment. As I said, the postulancy originally is in Cameroon.
Yes.
But because of the crisis, we brought it because the security issues there. So you come to the novitiate. The novitiate is 2 years. If you finish the 2 years and you feel that you still want to continue, then you make a profession. During that profession, we'll give you the belt.
Belt.
A black belt. But when you go, you
go to the castle.
You go to the castle. Then the profession, they give you the belt.
So what does the black belt signify in the Marist brothers, among the brothers?
The color is a challenge.
The color is a challenge. But the belt,
I think it comes from, because in Europe, they use black.
Yes.
So maybe it came from there.
Okay.
But with the cord, you have some knots.
Okay.
They simply signify the vows that we make.
Okay.
The one knot is the vow of chastity, the vow of the poverty.
And maybe we have to zoom on the knots a little bit.
So one is poverty.
So they have 3 knots?
Yeah, 3.
Okay.
Poverty, chastity.
Okay. Yes, 2 years, 1.
And obedience.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then somebody will ask, what about this one?
Yeah.
We use it to clean the seat before we sit down. Yeah. And so after the novitiate, when you are given this one, you profess.
Okay.
You are in temporal vows. You renew the vows after every year. So, but immediately after the profession, we send you for now professional studies.
Okay.
And the deepening of the spiritual life in Nairobi.
Okay.
So you'll be there for 4 years. So you remember, you go to postulancy for 2 years. You go to novitiate for 2 years. Now you go to the scholasticate, which is in Nairobi, for deepening of your spiritual life, and also the professional formation for another 4 years.
Okay.
After the 4 years, you come back with a full apostle of young people.
Okay.
And then you come back home also with a degree, first degree.
Okay.
And so when you come back, you stay in the community for 2 years. This period is mostly a very serious discernment period to see if you want to belong totally to the congregation. It's a period of discernment. So after the 2 years, if you feel that you are convinced that you want to, you apply.
Okay.
And then we ask you to go for discernment. You go for a 30-day retreat, a preparation for 2 months, and a 30-day retreat, all that 3 months. And then you make a perpetual profession, and then you are a full member of the congregation.
Wonderful. So I think we have a message on our Facebook from Albert Danso, also in Rome, says, in the history of the church in Ghana, our faithful and sometimes priests don't have adequate idea about the distinct role between religious brothers and the priesthood. What do Marist brothers do? I know of education. Okay. So I think basically brother has answered that. But apart from education, is there any, I know they also do formation of lay people and all that, yes.
So as I said in the beginning also, we do some work in the parishes. We do social work. In Ghana, probably it's not very, social work, not profound. But in parishes, we teach catechism, we prepare Christians, we do marriage counseling, and all that. And but in other places, we also do social work. Dealing with
street children,
people who are engaged in drugs and things like that.
Okay.
But I want to say it is not so much about what we do. We are more concerned about who we are than what we do. So what we do is what I said, like the priests, they are in the sacramental life.
Yes.
The Marist is our present, we present Christ through our charism. And for the Marist, our charism is education. So that's why. But another important thing, in fact, somebody said we should make it a vow, is fraternity, community living
the
together.
vow of fraternity.
Yes, the vow of community life, to live together.
But you do live together.
Yes, we live together. We live together. So that is very strong for us. That's why for the Marist brothers and maybe for other religious congregations, it's very difficult for you to find only two people living together. There should be a minimum of 3 or 4.
Minimum of 3 or 4.
To live together, so that we live that community life.
Great. And how will he convince our young boys to be brothers and not a priest? That's another question. If you have to convince some people to be brothers and not priests.
I don't think it's about convincing. As I said, it depends on your charism, desire. If you feel touched by the charism of that particular congregation, then you go. Even among, there are, probably I would have said in the beginning, in the priesthood, there are religious priests and there are diocesan priests. So why would somebody choose to be a diocesan priest and not a religious priest? Or choose to be a religious priest and not a So it all depends on how you feel, what touches you. Okay. So it's not so much about convincing, but exposing the reality. And then you make a choice according to how it touches you.
Well, I think we have answered this one too, but the question is here. Say, how does he know he is called to be a brother and not a priest? I think we look at this already.
Yes.
You said it's from your brother, when your brother kept telling you.
Yes. And listening to the people around. In fact, my schoolmates, my secondary schoolmates, when they heard I was a brother, they said, if you didn't enter, they would have been surprised.
Oh, really?
Yes. Because of my lifestyle, they would have been surprised. So,
they expected it.
Yeah, they expected it. And in my group, there is were two of my set who became brothers, and 2 became priests.
Oh, I see. Okay. And how do the brothers get financial support to promote their apostolate?
We run schools, and our schools are private. And then we charge small fees. It's an apostolate, but we charge fees.
I mean, to run the school.
To run the school, to pay the salaries of the teacher. We don't charge like other private schools, because
you don't charge so exorbitant.
It's an apostolate we are doing. So we do it just to be able to motivate the teacher, the staff to do the work. So we get little from there.
So let's say, for example, if there's a private school that is charging, let's say, 1,000 cedis for school fees, you would charge like 500 or something.
I understand there was a school that somebody went and
a private school.
The fees were around 4,000. So and ours is just about 1,000.
And that's but you still get some money to run or to support yourselves
from the different countries.
Because in most parishes we don't talk much about the religious brothers. So that's to support the question that how do you get the financial support? Because in most of the parishes you don't talk about the brothers, brothers don't get that kind of support. So thanks so much, Brother Provincial. Thank you very much, Father Albert Danso in Rome. Thank you for following and the questions and all the contribution. I guess we have exhausted all that has come. We shall take announcement in some few minutes so that we know some updates in the church. Some updates will come. We'll take some few announcement that will run on our screens very soon. But brother will give us, your last take, looking at young people today. In fact, young people today don't want to be priests nor religious. In fact, if anything at all, many young people want to become priests than religious. Have you ever had that in the marriage where some have been you have marriage priests, right? Some are priests. Where some brothers decide to switch to become priests. After a while, they said, "Well, I now want to be a priest and for that matter, have to do some formation.
Yes.
That happens.
So as I said, it's a discernment process.
Yes.
There are some Marists who, after discernment, felt that my call is to be a priest, not to be a brother.
Okay.
And then the superiors will support him and even write recommendations to the diocese or to the religious congregation for them to become the priest.
Yeah.
It happens.
It happens. Okay.
And many have. In Africa, they have. But it all boils down to what I've been saying, discernment.
Discernment, yeah.
And listening to the voice of God. You don't just wake up and say you are going to become. Some will do that. When they go to the priesthood, they don't even succeed.
Yeah.
So we normally journey with the people to do that.
Okay.
But another thing that I wanted to mention, but probably it escaped me, is the fact that when I was teaching, I also worked in a Muslim community.
You worked in a Muslim community?
Yes, my school was in a Muslim community.
Okay.
And I was about the only Christian in that community.
Wow.
And
how did you manage that?
And all my friends were there, Muslims. So, but we did everything because I was loved by the community. So we did everything. I even went to their mosque. I went to their barriers, which sometimes is not. But the aim of my friend was to see the possibility of converting me.
To become a Muslim.
Yeah, so he took me everywhere because I was not supposed, since I was a Muslim, I was not supposed to even enter the mosque.
The mosque, yeah.
But he wanted me to follow him
to convert.
To convert. But I think my faith was very strong.
From Cabre
from that village, from that village, I used to ride a bicycle of 9 kilometers to go for mass. And that one, because I was already mature, grown, I didn't miss. Even though I missed these people, I didn't miss. I went to mass every day. From there, I went to WA, and then from WA, the following year, I joined the brotherhood. Yeah. So that one.
Wow.
It was a big test, but
you overcame
it. Yeah.
As an educationist, looking at children you have helped or still in the educational system, what would be your advice to parents in relation to the education of their children? This will be the last.
In relation to education of children, today education, we always say education is the key. So I will encourage all parents to send their children to school. Sometimes there is challenge of payment of school fees. But I believe that if you have the desire, if you have the wish to send your child to school and you face a challenge, you can always ask for assistance. I'm a witness of that. When I finished the primary school, was to go to secondary school, I never had money. But as I talked about it, somebody just held my hand and took me to the district assembly in WA, and I was given a scholarship.
Okay.
And I studied through that. So if we should first of all, send our children to school. Secondly, if we find a challenge, we can always talk to somebody. There's always a scholarship somewhere to assist you. In our schools, sometimes we give scholarship to children. So parents should send their children to school because school is very important. So even if I think in the first educational reform that I witnessed, I think it was around 1987. That was the time of President Rawlings, late President Rawlings. The idea was that if you go to school, even up to JHS, and you leave, when you come out, you should be able to do something. Yeah. So that's the same encouragement that I want to give to the parents. Let them go. These educational reform that we are doing are trying to help to prepare children to be able to do something, even when they finish JHS, when they finish SS, and things of that nature. So for me, let them go to school. If you face a challenge, reach out. People, they will be able to assist you.
Okay. So let us send the children to school. If you have a challenge, let us Yes, reach out and then you will be helped and supported. I want to thank Brother Cyprian, the Provincial Superior of the Marist Brothers, for his time and sharing his faith story with us. I believe that you have picked some important lessons for yourself, for your family, for friends, and all that. So share the link, tell somebody about my faith story, and let us keep promoting our church, promoting our values as Catholics, and also promoting the gospel through the social media. You are watching us live from the Holy Spirit Cathedral, Nadabraka, here in Accra, and my name is Father January, and we'll come your way again with beautiful episodes of my faith story. But before we do so, let us take this few announcement. Now, our DEFSOCOM ran Catholic Time for the Word. A Catholic Time for the Word comes your way today and every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. on Radio Ghana 95.7 FM. So tune in today at 7:30 and you will be a blessing. We also run Catholic Digest. You can watch Catholic Digest every weekend on Lumen Christi Ghana, on Crystal TV, on ATV, and then also on Facebook, DEFSOCOM Accra, and also on YouTube. Go to DEFSOCOM Accra and you can watch Catholic Digest there. Musical concert. The Accra Catholic Archdiocesan Choirs Association, AGACA, Medina Deanery, invite all parishioners and lovers of sacred music to a special musical concert in aid of the renovation of the dormitory unit of the St. Paul Seminary, Sotum. This concert will feature an inspiring choral music performance by the Medina Deanery Choir with the St. Paul Catholic Seminary Choir. The date is 12th September 2026, 4 p.m. prompt at the Queen of Peace Catholic Church, Medina. Come and enjoy an evening of beautiful choral music while supporting a worthy cause that contributes to the formation of future priests. As scripture says, whatever you do to the least of my brothers, you do it unto me. Matthew chapter 25, verse 40. So let us come and support and be part of this worthy initiative. West African Youth Days of Accra 2026. This is coming to Accra, Ghana, bringing together youth and people from across the West Africa for a powerful experience of faith, fellowship, formation, and mission under the theme Take Courage. Bringing young people were invited to come together to deepen their relationship with Christ and to build a meaningful friendship and discover their role in life and mission of the church. The West African Youth Days is more than an event. It is a journey of faith that calls courage to young people to encounter Christ, to celebrate the richness of the church, the faith, and be inspired to become joyful witnesses in their families, communities, and the wider world. As we prepare for this historic gathering in Accra, stay connected and then get updates from DEFSOCOM Accra announcement. And as we prepare ourselves for this beautiful encounter that is going to happen here in Achimota and will be ended here at the Holy Spirit Cathedral on the 11th of September. So it's okay. We have update as well. West African Youth Day update every Tuesday. So follow the update. This special program, which is designed to keep young people informed and connected as we prepare this important gathering of Catholic youth across West Africa. Nigerians will be here and all will be here. So join us for this regular update, important announcement, and preparation, insight, and stories of the journey towards the West African Youth Days 2026. This will happen live in DEFSOCOM Accra every Tuesday at 4 p.m. And this program is always hosted by Cecilia Ayi. So stay informed, stay connected, take courage, and prepare to be part of an unforgettable experience of faith, fellowship, and mission. Follow DEFSOCOM Accra every Tuesday on Facebook and on YouTube. Hashtag Take Courage, and then World Youth Day 2026 in Accra. Beloved, my dear brothers and sisters, let us all be part of this historic moment. If you want to be a sponsor of my faith story, just send us a WhatsApp message on DEFSOCOM Accra 0595202972 0595202972, which is down there on the screen. So send us your name and tell us what you want to do, how you want to support My Faith Story, and we'll be always happy to have your sponsorship. Thank you very much for watching My Faith Story, where faith comes alive. The 14th episode comes to a close today. Watch out for the next episode, the 15th one, and that also promises to be educative and inspiring. From the Holy Spirit Cathedral, and as we thank Brother Cyprian, we say see you again next week as we have an interesting and a wonderful session. Thank you. And we cannot live without saying thank you to the Cathedral Administrator, Father Clement Wilson, for granting us the permission to use this place for this episode. Thank you, Father Clement. God bless you and the beautiful work you are doing here in the Holy Spirit Cathedral here in Adabraka. Thank you very much, and we'll see you again in another episode. Bye-bye. Ciao.
Ciao.